The woman found an abandoned baby boy by the side of the road. Beside him, there was only a note that read, "No one wants this child anymore. Whoever wants to raise him can take him." Looking at the baby trembling from crying in her arms, the woman felt that he shared the same fate as her, so she decided to adopt him and keep him by her side. It turned out that just one day earlier, because of an infertility diagnosis, her husband had chosen to divorce her without hesitation. She thought she would have nothing to do with the word mother for the rest of her life. So after the divorce, she left that heartbreaking city. But unexpectedly, right after arriving in a new city, she found an abandoned baby boy by the roadside. The woman suddenly felt that perhaps this was a small bit of hope left for her by fate. So she gave the child a name, then poured all the maternal love she had nowhere else to place into this tiny life without holding anything back. Watching the child learn to walk unsteadily and hearing his soft little voice call her mom became the only warmth the woman felt after being abandoned by the whole world. But this peaceful life only lasted for 1 year. That day, the most powerful CEO in the city suddenly stopped by her small yard in a luxury car and barged in with his bodyguards. The woman asked him cautiously who he was looking for. The CEO only said coldly, "I'm looking for my son." It turned out that the boy was not an abandoned baby at all. He was the heir of a wealthy family who had been stolen. And the moment the boy saw the CEO, he actually took the initiative to hug his leg. The assistant beside him smiled and said, "This child is this close to you the first time he meets you." When the woman heard this, it felt as if a knife had stabbed into her heart. The child she had cherished day and night seemed to instinctively know who he should get close to the moment he saw his biological father. The CEO took out a bank card with $3 million in it, trying to use money to buy out custody. He even threatened to make the woman disappear from this city completely. The woman was so heartbroken that she could barely breathe. She did not care how much money was in the card. All she knew was that the child was the one she depended on to keep living. She held the child tightly and refused to let go, while the child also cried and begged for the woman to stay by his side. Looking at this stubborn woman, the CEO felt something strange flash through his heart. In the end, he simply carried the woman over his shoulder and took both her and the child back to his mansion. After arriving at the villa, the CEO flipped through the woman's records. He had found out clearly when she got divorced and when she moved to the city. Then he said that, considering how carefully she had taken care of the child, he would not hold her responsible. But he hoped the woman could make the child understand in a short time that he was the child's real family. At that moment, the woman almost broke down, but she could only hold back her tears because she knew she could not fight against the CEO at all. She only begged to see the child first. The CEO said that the child's mother had died from complications while giving birth to him. The nanny who took care of the child had made a mistake and was scolded by him a few times. Out of revenge, she stole the child and later secretly abandoned him. The woman did not want to hear the CEO continue. Right now, she only wanted to see the child. Meanwhile, in the unfamiliar mansion, the child cried so hard that he ran a fever. Even when his clothes were wet, no one noticed in time. The woman picked up the child, and when she felt his burning temperature, she became extremely anxious. She immediately wanted to take him to the hospital. Fortunately, after they arrived at the hospital, the child finally fell asleep. The woman stayed by the bedside and told the CEO, one by one, about the child's usual habits, asking him to pay more attention to the child in the future. The CEO said nothing, but his eyes slowly softened. He finally realized that the woman was not just the person who had found the child. She was the one who had saved him after he had been abandoned. Unable to hold back, he asked how she had managed to raise the child and survive in the city all these years without a job. The woman calmly said that when she got divorced, her ex-husband's family had given her a little money, and she still had some savings of her own. The CEO realized it must have been incredibly hard for her to raise the child on her own. The woman originally only wanted to stay with the child and live a peaceful life, but fate refused to let her go. Just as she went to the hospital hallway to complete some paperwork, she unexpectedly ran straight into the ex-husband who disgusted her to the core.